Hello and welcome to the Minutes Within the Mist, where we travel to cold and freezing places to search for stories about cryptids, ghosts, and other mysteries. My name is Gary, and today we will tell of the legend of the dead Moroz, the Slavic Father Frost. Long ago, there was a woman who had a daughter and a stepdaughter. The daughter got everything, but the poor stepdaughter had nothing. The mother was determined to get rid of the girl by any means, so she forced her husband to send the girl away to the fields and let the frost kill her off. Eventually, he took her to the fields where he kissed her and left her. Sitting there, the girl heard a faint sound. It was the dead Moroz, springing from tree to tree. He quickly reached the fir tree beneath which she was sitting and looked at her lovely face. "Are you warm, girl?" he asked. "Quite warm, King Frost," she answered, though she shivered as she spoke. Then the wizard gnashed his teeth and cracked his fingers, and his eyes sparkled. For another time he asked her, "Maiden, are you still warm? Are you still warm, little love?" The poor girl was so stiff and numb that she could just gasp, "Still warm, O king." Her gentle and uncomplaining ways touched his heart. He wrapped the girl up in furs and covered her with blankets. And then he fetched a great box in which were beautiful jewels. She put on the cloak and looked even more lovely than before. The King Frost stepped with her into his sled, drawn by 6 white horses, to take her home. Back at the peasant home, the door creaked open and a great heavy chest was pushed in. Behind it came the stepdaughter, radiant and beautiful, in a dress of all glittering silver and gold. When she told her story, the stepmother demanded that the father take her daughter to the same field. In a few minutes, King Frost came down, and looking at this girl, he said, "Are you warm, maiden?" "What a blind fool you must be to ask such a question," the angry girl answered. "Can't you see that my hands and my feet are nearly frozen?" He got so very angry and cracked his fingers and gnashed his teeth, and he froze her to death. Now, these stories of giving to good children and punishing the bad would evolve over the years, and now the dead Moroz has become the equivalent of Santa Claus in countries like Russia and other Slavic nations. I hope you enjoyed these minutes with the dead Moroz, and will join us at the Within the Mist podcast for more legends about cryptids, ghosts, and other mysteries. Until then, try to keep warm and remain constantly curious.